I'm broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Oh, hey guys. This is going to be very strange, and we're going to have to fix many things because we're giving this a go for the first time. Let me know if you guys can, I don't know, hear me, because that would be pretty swell if I could be heard. And it looks like I'm talking just fine. All right. There's one person here, and it might even be me. Yeah, it's probably me. So let's give this a hot second and see who shows up. And it doesn't look that bright. That's perfect. Oh, boy. This is the new kitchen. Let's see who's here. There's two people. Let's see. I guess I can get this all set up while we're fucking around for a hot second. And let's do the background. Is this going to be better? Hey, there we go. That's much better. What's cooking? So we're going to attempt to make lasagna and chili at the same time. And again, this is going to be just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, let's get this going. I should probably move my keyboard off my stove. That could probably help. And let's get this other camera going because I have multiple cameras for this. Extra camera. That's the camera. There we go. 3 people. That's way more than I expected. I'm not going to lie. Bang. We got to figure out how this goes first off. There you go. That's better. Let me see if I can actually hear myself for a second. Hey, that's perfect. All right, I would say we're going to wing it, but if you see all the stuff behind me, this isn't exactly my first go at bullshit. We're going to turn that bad boy on. We're going to turn that bad boy on my fancy glass top stove that I already got in trouble for breaking. Mark, what is up, bud? Hey, I cook in my house, so we should all be good. Let me move myself down here so you guys can actually fucking see me. Yeah, I'm making chili and lasagna. Chili for tomorrow, lasagna for today, hopefully. And do we want to use, I don't fucking know. We're just going to wing this, like I said. And yes, this isn't my whole kitchen, if you're asking. This is just the cooking portion of my kitchen. I'm making chili / lasagna. Not chili lasagna, that would be weird. Figured I could hang out with people while I cook. That's in. I'm trying not to get everything all over my keyboard and mouse. That's what I'm really trying to do. And now I have a laptop, a camera, a bunch of lights, and a monitor chilling in my kitchen right now. I probably look like a crazy person. And hopefully you guys can't hear Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the animated series, playing in my other room. All right, we're back. Well, we've got just meat cooking right now, random blood leaf. We got random shit cooking, and we're going to have a lasagna and a chili spatula. And then we're going to have the greatest ground beef cooking tool known to man, that potato smasher. Yes, I've forced all of my kids to watch the Clone Wars, the animated TV show, especially now that they decided to actually give it an ending. Okay. Not on enough. Yeah, and if you guys always see me in live streams of other people, and I say, oh, I'm watching it on my kitchen security monitor. That's my kitchen security monitor. Everything security system-wise I can see from that monitor. Random blood leaf. Yeah, this is like my most used tool in my kitchen because it's just that great. Only bad thing is I've broken several of them. And that one is a bit too hot. And I already done messed up. Yeah, that's why I got this one. This one's kind of steel enough. It's the steel regular one, but with a plastic handle. Turns out these things are extremely hard to find that are actually worth the shit. Ah, water. What day is it? Today's Thursday. Yeah, so we have the stream later today. We are doing the Mr. Magoo hearing, all an hour worth of him not speaking with, I believe, Wixom and Brutal Bob, hopefully. Hopefully. That would be dope. I know you guys gave me crap yesterday during the stream for buying pre-chopped onions, but pre-chopped onions for the win. There's some pre-chopped garlic for you. Hot dang. Let's try this again. There we go. Ba-bang. This one's going to be the lasagna pot. And I might get to making lasagna today or in this stream, but I got things to do later. Got to go to the pickle kid, my tiny, tiny pickle kid, who's now 5. We have to take all of them to, let me see, did it shit out for a second? Yeah. Now we got to take all the kids to their open house today because they start school next week on Monday. And they're doing a weird thing with the kindergartners where they're like rotating them in like it's a basketball team. So like a handful will go the first day, a handful will go the second day, and yada, yada, yada. Mark, so I cheat because I don't like my hands smelling like onions and garlic for like a day and a half. So I kind of cheat. You hot enough? Yeah, there you go. I got my fancy pan with the chili, or my fancy pot. That fancy one. And the funniest thing is that I know some random people are going to take this stream and try to stream it at like 1 o'clock in the morning. It depends on the veggies. Some veggies I cut, other veggies I buy. Like if it's carrots, I'll cut a carrot. But if it's broccoli, ain't nobody got time for that. So because I'm lazy, I'm going to make everything in this pot for chili. Not this pot. This is lasagna pot. This pot's for chili. I'm going to make everything in the chili pot. And then dump it into this here crock pot back here so that it can sit for the whole night cooking. So I'm not going to lie. There's 14 people here, and that's 14 people more than I was expecting. This is totally a, well, KFARR was going to be cooking anyway. Now he's cooking and hanging out with everyone. Yeah, I'm cooking. You can ask Mrs. KFARR next time you see her in the chat. I cook damn near everything. Same thing with my dad. So I'm just used to cooking. I'm used to cooking everything and burning the piss out of my hands. And again, I will sing this thing's praises. Greatest meat chopping device ever. Lasagna yesterday because like food, it's like gigantic salad and then like lasagna, chili nachos. But I was gonna cook it yesterday. And then I realized that the 2 older kids weren't home, and I wasn't going to make an entire pot or tray of lasagna for 2 adults. I wasn't going to do that. Let me see how this looks real quick. Hold on. Is that better or is that too bright? Let me check. And we'll see in a second. Yeah, no joke. I expected no life gang. That's what we're a part of. We're part of the no life gang. There we go. And to the people who have doxed my home on multiple occasions, yes, the kitchen looks different from what you guys have seen. When I always say, oh, I'm not going to make any videos today, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, it's because I'm actually doing those things. Oh, yeah, is that too bright? Let me know. I just turned all 6 giant overhead lights on. I'm cooking, in this pot I'm cooking lasagna, which I might put together today, might put together later. And this pot's going to be chili. Turn that down a bit. Actually, you know what? I can do this. I'll bring this over here so that I can talk to you guys. Oh, let's turn you down all the way. Let's find the lid. You ain't the lid. You ain't the lid. I think we've all run into this adult situation before. Where you have many pots and pans and you don't know which lids go where. Are you my lid? There we go. It's like, could I be making a video right now? Yes. Do I want to? No. I do have a video, my trusty source, who's been helping me get information on that, what's his nuts? That Michael Lang guy, if you remember that sovereign citizen. Cerebral Tackle, let me show you real quick. So, if you notice over here, somebody, I'm not going to say who, was putting groceries away one day, and I decided it would be a great idea to drop a industrial size bottle of A1 right on the corner, and it cracked it. So I had to go and buy heat-proof industrial range glue so that Mrs. KFARR wouldn't murder me. Now I'm just uncanning the beans for the chili. Figured you guys didn't want to watch that. No, so Random Bloodleaf, I don't know if you've watched a few videos. That guy who... It's so hard to just describe these people at this point. Remember that guy that got his window broke in Vegas or around Vegas? And the guy who tried to sovereign citizen his way into a new car? And then he got caught felony charges. That guy, apparently he did something else. But because he's been getting so much flack on YouTube, he mainly only posts stuff on TikTok. Oh yeah, Mecca Churchill. It's so funny you bring up fucking Russell. Last night he was in Generally Specifics chat just talking about nonsense. That guy just wants attention from whoever will give it. And in this case, his local cashier at Golden Corral. And yes, if you notice, there's chocolate. That'll come in handy at some point. Yeah, I can only imagine what Russell's house looks like. There's probably just old Big Mac containers everywhere. He's probably like built a fort of them at some point. Oh, spicy. Holy shit, there's 18 people here. I have to be semi-entertaining now. For those of you wondering, my 2 coffee makers are on this side of everything. Hey Wixom, are you going to be available for tonight's live stream? I know I talked to Brutal Bob about it. And yes, I'm just emptying the bean juice into the sink. All right, awesome. You guys are superheroes for sitting through that entire day, that entire docket of just nonsense. Oh, you're not going out for Mexican again? Cerebral tackle, I may have. Decastrated chilies. Not opened enough. All right. Beans done. That sounds absolutely disgusting, Aldo. Hobo chili with Campbell's tomato soup and Alpo. That's fucking gross. Yeah, Wixom, I was watching almost all of the hearing, waiting for what's-his-nuts to pop up. But then I figured they would save him for last because that's normally what all courts do with sovereign citizens at this point. And I know they normally save them for last, so that's why I stopped live streaming all these court hearings. I've waited one too many times for broken system, broken trust to show up, only to wait all day for him to just not show up. I don't know if you guys were watching, but the day that Broken System, Broken Trust was waiting to have his jury trial for his case that he's still running from a warrant from, I was live streaming it the entire time, knowing full well they would probably kick him to the end. And then my guy just never showed up. So I was sitting there for like 6 hours streaming the whole thing, and nothing happened. I've talked about this before, Wix. I'm like, Judge Simpson seems like he's just a joy, unless you're one of those people that fuck around in his court and then he switches real quick. I don't know if that's what BSBT chili would be. I don't know if he could eat it. He doesn't have enough teeth. I was also meaning to shave so that I can make a good impression at the schools later today, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to show up like this. Jesus. I still can't believe y'all sat there. Are the benches even comfortable? Or are they like church pews? And this is where I normally burn the crap out of my hands, where I try to one-hand a pot while getting everything out of it. Church pews big time? That's what I thought. Mecca Church. As KFARR showing off his culinary skills, BSBT is probably in a parking lot searching for used ketchup packets to suck on for sustenance. Yeah. BSB chili is leftover chili in the Wendy's dumpster. He eats it in between clients. That's fucking disgusting. I mean, it's probably wildly accurate, but disgusting. Let's move you to a burner that I can semi-control for a second. Let me switch camera angles here after Pickle Lady stopped working. I don't understand why BSBT just doesn't get another job at Wendy's. But then again, I mean, that would require him actually getting a job. Let me see if my cool camera angle took. You know what? I could just go and put it on this tiny burner for a second. Ultra low. There we go. There's my fancy dishwasher. There we go. Now I got to go up because I missed a bunch of comments. For a little while, I had to dumpster dive in the middle of summer in Arizona. The nasty I smelled and saw it was overwhelmed by BSBT. Yeah, so I don't like necessarily like getting into some of these people's personal lives, but at the same time, like they're all into mine. There you go. See, I got a towel to throw over my shoulder and not use it, even though I have like 14 towels. Oh, you can't see it down here. That towel. Mrs. KFARR is a big believer in like holiday towels, so I now have a bunch of Halloween shit in my house already. And there's 4 Halloween towels in my kitchen already. Now, like, it always killed me that Jeremiah Payne, Broken System, Broken Trust, that homeless guy BSBT hangs out with, they always try to get in everybody else's business. And it's like, maybe you should just, I don't know, pick up your own house before you try to come at others sideways. Or like some of these drama people be like, KFARR, why do you always correct criminals? And it's just like, because I'm not a criminal. If I had a criminal history, somebody would have found it by now. Chef KFARR Boyard. Yeah, no. Yeah, same thing with Jeremiah and Sam Squatch. Just go get a job at McDonald's. It pays more than Jeremiah e-begging and his AI music producer career. Never understand that about people. People like good old boy Tyrants Beware, who tries to make AI generated music and then be like, I'm an artist. And it's like, no, you're not. Kobe. Now with more Suboxone. I don't think I'm going to say bam every time I do anything. Chili in the crock pot. Bang. Chili done. 20 people here. That's wild. Well, Erica, we just put chili into the crock pot. We cooked everything and it's chilling back there in the crock pot. Up here is lasagna. Yeah, Brandon Bloodleaf, these people will genuinely make up AI-generated songs and then have the nerve to try to copyright strike people when they critique their videos and completely transform them under fair use. Yeah, Erica, we were toying around with the idea a few days ago. Oh man, chili sounds good. And then it was like 90 degrees. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to eat chili when it's 90 degrees. Hey, KFARR loves himself some MREs. I tell you what. Now I got to dig for a lasagna tray thing. Ugh. Yeah, I guess that'll do. For lasagna. Let me give this thing a wash out real quick. I don't know how long this thing's been sitting under the counter. Yeah, see, I don't make casseroles, and my parents never really made casseroles, so I just know these as lasagna trays. So, I'm going to say something that some people may think is just absolutely outrageous. You shouldn't be able to copyright AI-generated content. Because it's like, even at the end of the day, you didn't make anything. Let me switch up where I'm at here. I've been up here not being able to be seen this entire time. There we go. Did it switch? Did it switch? There we go. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, that is actually, if Cerebral Tackle, if you're still here, that is actually the song that I've been unintentionally listening. And I'm going to try something a little different with this lasagna. I don't need that anymore. Yeah, it's still hot. I ain't going to fuck with that too much. So I think I've done everything with this dish. I've made lasagna in this dish. I've made cake in this pan. I've marinated steak in this pan. I cannot stress to you guys how much I don't want to go to this school and hang out with a bunch of little kids. Also, my gripe with AI music is at this point, 90% of the songs all just sound like Blink 182 or shit I listened to in high school. And yes, my secret ingredient that I'm going to try on half the lasagna is going to be pepperonis. Pepperonis. Random Bloodleaf, see, I have like no Ziploc bags ever in my house because my kids, for some reason, enjoy using Ziploc bags as snack holders instead of just bowls like normal people. So my 2-year-old will just fill a bag with, you know, Cheetos, Goldfish, pretzels, cookies even, rumor has it. Her thing now is we bought those little Slim Jims, and she'll just take the little Slim Jims and just eat 12 of them at a time. Actually, I was reading something. I don't know if one of you guys tagged me in it. It was a guy who was recently arrested because he was making like 10 mil a month. 10 mil a month, 10 million over a few years. He was AI generating hundreds of thousands of songs, putting them on Spotify, Apple Music, yada, yada. And then somebody was backing him where they were having thousands of bots listen to those songs. And it was like a whole thing. You are for the chili, so I'm not going to use you for lasagna. But yeah, I just saw that article on the Facebook today. Yeah, the thing is sometimes she doesn't like Slim Jims at all. And then other days she's in here pounding an entire... This was the baby drawer, or the baby... where'd I put him? Did she steal him? That little fuck. That little fuck stole the whole box before she went to bed. But yeah, like that, she'll steal the entire box. And then just eat all of them. See, the AI songs that I enjoy are the... if you guys look it up, you guys probably have Conway Fitty, where they have they throw what's it called? 50 Cent lyrics into like country songs. What am I trying to do? I'm over here trying to do 50 different things all at once. But yeah, they'll throw like rap songs into old time country artists. They did it with 50 Cent. They did it with Snoop Dogg. K-Bop Video, what is up? I don't need any more catchy things in my head. I'm already over here whistling the damn Chili's baby back rib song while I'm cooking chili and lasagna. Let me get an actual spoon because me spatuling on sauce at the bottom of this pan is going to take me 40 years. Hey, if you want to make me a butcher's block for free, that's absolutely fine with me. Do you know what I use for a cutting board right now? As it's in my sink. This is my cutting board. It's a pig. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. All right. I'm trying to use these noodles that are good to go in the oven without being cooked. So I'm kind of sketched out by this because that goes against everything that I know as a fake Italian person. Because rumor has it I have been to Olive Garden a few times in my life. Yeah, somebody bought me, it might have been Mrs. KFARR, I don't even know at this point. Somebody bought me like a barbecue set, tongs and all that shit. And it came with the pig. And I had a giant fish fillet type board that I just never used. They worked well. Okay, good. I bought them and I'm like, oh, that could save me some time. But then as I'm driving home, I'm like, my luck, they're going to stay completely hard and it's going to be the oddest textured lasagna of all time. If you want to email me, I'll give you my address and you can send it. Wixom, Leonard Skinner is one of the only concerts that I've actually gone to see in like live. My father's going to be mad that I didn't let my sauce cook for like 6 hours, but I ain't got time for that. Yeah, crunchy lasagna. That's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like it could work, but at the same time, everything that I've ever been told about making lasagna for 34 years tells me that that's sketchy. And every time I go home, this is the meal that my parents make me. They make a gigantic tray of lasagna. But it's normally... Did I spell cooking wrong? No, I spelled cooking right. It's spelled with a K, isn't it? I figured that went with the KFARR thing, and it will slightly... Oh, yeah, my bad. I had it doing this, but then I moved it so I could use it. I've had many a lasagna that was crunchy because I've had to do very sketchy things while in the military, but your power just came. It's funny you say that. I know some people were having storms earlier today, and we literally plan on streaming today and tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm just hoping and praying that my power doesn't go out. I am glad, though, that unlike my last house where the power went out like every 3 seconds, if, a toddler blew on the power pole, it was going to go out. So glad I don't have that problem here. BSBT and his supporters are some of the dumbest human beings in the world. I'm going to be honest with you, they might think I spelled it correctly. Yeah, I have enough. There we go. I'm just collecting tiny pieces of lasagna at this point. You know what? I'll put my pepperoni layer right here. It seems like a safe bet. And first casualty of the day. I got sauce on the stove. Yeah, this is my problem with that guy and his subscribers and everything. Like, if I wish you could show the end of the video, the subs are trying to say there's a... Wait, what video was that? Because it sounds similar to a video that I tried to do, or a video that I did a few months ago. It was, this is going to sound wild. He was hammered driving a girl's car. The girl was in the back seat, half naked with another guy. And when the officer went to pull him over, he jumped in the passenger seat and put a husky or a German Shepherd in the driver's seat and was trying to say the dog was driving. Oh, back on the BSBT thing. Like, the guy has never won any court cases on the merits of his argument. Do I prefer bone-in or boneless lasagna? I prefer boneless lasagna. I prefer my lasagna not to have a crunch. But yes, I'm putting these pepperonis on one small side that I know that either me or the boy child are going to eat. And we'll see how pepperoni and lasagna goes. But yeah, he's never won anything on the merits of his sovereign citizen argument. Like, you can't argue how successful you are from a place of constant homelessness and running from warrants. Like, that's just not how being correct about things goes. Not to mention his other obvious life problems. I'm really mad I spilled stuff on the stove because I just polished it right before I started this. Because yes, with these stoves, you have to polish it like every day, or it just looks goofy. Honestly, Erica, probably. So you guys, hold on. Let me come back into frame. So my boy child, my oldest boy child, is just the ladies' man of the world, but only to like grown-ass women. He will wink and flirt with every 20-plus-year-old lady. Any teacher at his school, any principal, any, secretary, office employee, whatever, he's flirting with them. Yeah, I'm going to use this entire 2-pound bag of mozzarella cheese. That's how much I'm going to use. You got to think, I'm from Michigan. We're close enough to cheese. Oh. There we go. Now let's use all of these little tiny extra pieces. Salami is good too. So I like any Italian like sliced meat. And I'll show you guys just a second. Get out of here, you fat cats. Yes, all of my cats are now trying to attack the garbage can because I put those packs of meat in the garbage. To show you guys my commitment, I have a pound bag of salami and a pound bag of pepperoni, and I always have those in my fridge because my kids call it lami, and they'll take handfuls of that with their random Ziploc bags of bullshit. So I used to go with Munster cheese, Parmesan, and mozzarella, but nobody got time for that. You guys have probably caught on that my life consists of many moments and many things that ain't nobody got time for. I threatened one time to use Cheese Whiz and Velveeta cheese block in my lasagna. So I know that that's a threat, but I'd probably eat it. I'm a very big fan of any type of cheese. If you eat the MREs and you get those cool fancy ones with what is it? The jalapeno squeezed cheese for the crackers instead of the regular ones. That's the bee's knees. Random blood leaf. I use this stuff called brick cheese. That's what I use for mine. I don't know what it consists of. We don't have any raccoons, thankfully, up here. Because if I did have raccoons, I'm assuming they would have probably tried to attack my chickens already. There's a cheap jerky stick. Dwight, ain't nobody got time to play with you right now. What are you doing? There's some cheese. How you doing? So chili lasagna would probably end up like chili mac with different noodles. That's probably what chili lasagna would turn out with if I made it. I don't know if you guys saw, I took a video. I don't know if I posted it, or it could have been a short, of what my parents' chicken looks like. And my parents' chickens are terrifying looking. They're all black with black eyes, and they just stare at you. Like I said, 2 pounds of mozzarella cheese. Gone. Gone for a good cause. Are you in contract with that cheese? I don't know. I do not know. I was in contract with Kroger when I bought it. What is that for? You guys can see I dripped. Did I just read something about badgers? Somebody has badgers? Chili lasagna is just Hamburger Helper. It's probably just like Hamburger Helper, but with extra steps. Yes, just so you guys know, I keep throwing paper towel that direction. I have a box for my burnables, and that's the box I'm currently Kobeing. Bang. There you go, folks. Lasagna. All right. Chili lasagna, just Hamburger Helper. I spent 3 days in a place that supplied basically an infinite supply of beef sticks and string cheese. Ah, that's what I was going to look at. Oh, do I not have one anymore? I think I gave it to the 2-year-old and she stole it. We normally keep those here too. The beef stick next to the cheese combo that goes in the fridge. Oh, in the UK. Yeah, badgers are, I don't know. Badgers, are they like Wolverines? I know what badgers are, but hey. Let me start packing this shit up. And then we can get out of here. I do have a premiere on the 3rd channel, if somebody can drop the link to that, but I have a premiere for that in is that 4 o'clock or something? You gotta pronounce the G. Lasagna. Am I pronouncing it right? Oh. Badger, mushroom. What did I just miss with that? I remember Epic Mealtime did a fast food lasagna. It had McDonald's burgers, Wendy's Baconators, and Taco Bell soft tacos. Now, would I eat that? Yeah, probably. I'll try anything like twice, just in case the first time was just disgusting. But I would eat that probably twice. If I was drunk, I'd probably enjoy it. But on a Thursday at 2 p.m., I don't know. Probably not the best. Yeah, Erica just dropped the link in the third. If you guys like movies, books, TV shows, video games, Game of Thrones, Warhammer 40K, that's my stress relief channel where I can actually go and there won't be any drama or anything. It has to be no beer and chili. For me, I haven't had. I don't remember when was it? I don't remember the last time I had beer. Oh, I think it was at Patriot Jam with KTZ. I had one beer in like 2 days. Laura, so baking instructions for this, I kind of just wing it every single time I cook it. It's normally in for like 40 plus minutes. I normally text my parents and be like, how long do I cook this thing for? Same thing I used to do with my chili. I'd go, what's in this? Now, again, I just wing it. I do put chocolate in my chili, and you guys can be like, oh, that's disgusting. You have to try the chili first. It's perfect. I cheat, though. I buy this chocolate, the gigantic extra large 16-piece chocolate. I use 2 small squares, and then I eat the rest. It's a secret. Don't tell Mrs. KFARR. Yeah, Otto, so because of Booze and Body Cam, I don't drink outside of Booze and Body Cam days. And if I do end up drinking on those off days, it's Mrs. KFARR doesn't drink, but she drinks like these things that aren't even really drinking, but she only likes 2 of them. So I'm the sacrificial lamb for the other flavors. Will George R.R. Martin ever release the 6th book, Winds of Winter? I assume that he's going to release that book because he's already released several like chapters as like a teaser. He's released a few chapters, but I don't think we're going to get anything after that. He has spread himself too thin being famous, which is weird. This is the problem with Random Bloodleaf. I actually have to put some in there. I don't remember where I put my beef broth, but I put some of that in there as well. Beef broth. You reminded me. That sounds weird though, but that might be a sweet and tangy thing. But so George R.R. Martin, and you find this a lot with authors that become famous older in life. They take advantage of being famous and they don't want to be like an author anymore. Where he's made these books, he's helped with that TV show, House of the Dragon, and now he's like touring the world just being famous. He's going to all these Comic-Cons. He's getting interviewed by everyone. He wants to stay on set with all the, with all the actors and all that shit instead of writing the books. So I think we might get Winds of Winter. I think we might get a random book like, I'm drawing a blank, Sir Duncan the Tall. What is it called? I'm drawing a blank. I think we might get a couple more of those. We might get he made a few of them where it's like things about the world of Westeros and all that shit. I think we might get maybe like a few things, but we're not going to ever get a finish to the series. And I don't think they're going to set it up where I know some series have ended and they'll say, hey, the author died, but we're going to bring in this author. I believe Tolkien, it was his son who like put a couple things together from what his dad wrote, maybe like tacked on a little bit to something and then did that. They'll bring other authors in. I don't think they're going to even do that. I think once he's dead, the whole thing's dead. So I don't think we're ever going to get the end. Or I made a video on this. My conspiracy theory for this is that he actually finished the entire series, but because it was so close to what the TV show's ending was, he scrapped the whole thing because everybody thought it was so shitty. That would be my favorite thing. Oh, boy. All right. That's the show, folks. I'm going to go do something in another part of my house. This is it. Cooking with KFARR, episode 1 is done. Everybody, come hang out with us later. I have to make a thumbnail for that. Actually, I'll go do that after. A thumbnail for tonight's live stream. I just watched episode 3 of Alien Earth. Oh, is that the new Alien? And sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at my monitor that has all the comments. I haven't even watched it. I've been so not unhappy. What's the word I'm looking for? Underwhelmed with all of like the Alien, Predator, all of that stuff. When are you going to make cookies? Funny you say that. So, cookies. Sugar cookies, peanut butter cookies, snickerdoodle cookies. All right. But that's it. I'm going to hop off here and go be productive. Everybody have a good rest of your day. I have to find this thing so that I can do the outro. But, yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck the outro. We'll just end the stream. Everybody have a good rest of your day. I'll see you tonight.